Well, welcome to Alan's Day. This is part 13 working on this 2005 Holiday Rambler. It's a diesel pusher. Got a few episodes out there of how we got it and the things I've been doing to it. Today I just want to show you just the upgrade and just to follow up on the air ride seat that I put in there, and also adjusting the accelerator pedal. Just to get that in the right position, just driver comfort. And as long as I'm showing you around, there's a couple other things that might work for your motorhome or your travel trailer. Just a couple upgrades that you can do on there. So come along with me for another part here. Well, as we're walking up to the motorhome here, let me just show you a couple of things that may help you with a motorhome, travel trailer, whatever you may have. Right here, what we've got is your typical stair, your steel stair tread. But what I did is I put on some outdoor floor matting on these treads here, and you can buy some carpeting that has a rubber band on it and put it on there. Those last about 5 minutes. So I bought a piece of floor matting, outdoor floor matting, and I took and I cut down a piece here to fill this area in. And this just removes, and you can shake this out. Worst thing is with these campers, especially when you get out there, is dragging dirt and mud into there. So floor matting, floor mat. Now I took and I attached this, some stainless steel self-tapping screws and some fender washers, and I cut this down and screwed this on here. Some people may think that that's not visually appealing, but as far as I'm concerned, it is more important to have safety and function over visual appealing. So that's the category I fall into, so don't be bashful about drilling a couple of holes in your stairs to rectify that situation. Safety comes flying out of there. They've been slippery, they've been muddy. Not a good day for you. And then one other little small thing, something you guys can do is make yourself a little step. I keep this in the side box, and anytime that we get someplace, I drop it off. And the big place this comes into play is when you set the motorhome up and it's not quite level, and all of a sudden that step over there that's 12 inches becomes 16 inches. That's not good for getting up and down. So make yourself a wooden box, but really make sure, don't just make a wooden box. You've got to get your point out farther than the wooden box in the corners. Otherwise what happens is, if you step on a normal wooden box, that wooden box will flip up on you, and you're going to end up on your face. So put some outriggers on the corners of your wooden box if you're going to make one. So let me get you up into the motorhome, and we will show you what we're going to start on. Got a little sidetracked here, but just wanted to show you what we had going on here just to even get into the motorhome. Well, on the last episode we were talking about how I upgraded the original coach seat and put an air ride semi-tractor seat in here. This is, we showed you, is made by Pinnacle, but I did not show you the manufacturer. This manufacturer here, this is Seats Incorporated.com. They're a local company here in Wisconsin, so I was really motivated to get a seat from them. And we got this from JX Peterbilt here in Green Bay is where I got the seat from. But what I was after last time is I'm just custom modifying this seat so it's exactly what I need. And you notice on the last video there was this 1 3/4 spacer between the swivel and the base of the seat. I took that out and I put a piece of 1/2 by 2 aluminum flat bar in there and then bolted together. And I was able to drop that seat down around 1.5 inches or so. And what that did is it just gave me a little more travel in the suspension on there, because I've got that big swivel on there that ate up some space there. But I've got that fine tune, and at that same time I took and I moved this whole entire seat forward several inches, just to make sure that if somebody with short legs gets in here, they can really push that seat up and get in there. Well, I found a good use for the old seat that came out of the motorhome. Wasn't the best thing for sitting in the coach, but the cats like it. So I was going to throw it out, but every time I come out in the garage, all 3 of the cats are sitting on it. So this may be a permanent fixture in the garage. I'll put some wheels on it so I can push it around so the cats can get a different view every day. One other item that we talked about on the last episode is just fine-tuning the driver's comfort. And this throttle pedal right here is bolted back to the firewall there. In a perfect world, I'd like to see this pedal forward, this whole assembly forward, about 2 inches. So I went to Menards, picked up these thread couplers, and what I'm going to do is I am going to unbolt the nuts on there, and they have a nut or a bolt that's welded to the firewall on here. So it's going to be a real simple fix. Put some thread sealant Loctite on these, and I will just screw that onto the bolt and then just put the nut back on there, and I'll have my extension on there to get a little bit more driver comfort. So it falls into the category that, you know what, if you're going to be driving this thing down the road, just get as close to perfect as you can. I mean, you've got the ability, just if it's something you don't like, change it. A big reason why I want to have this up and going is this whole unit is this motorhome. It is my mobile office when I'm on the road. Set up my computers, screens, printers, whatever I need, and I can work right out of the motorhome here. So, and there's a lot of people that do that. So if you're doing that, make it comfortable. Well, let me get you in here and show you what this going on with the throttle pedal, where I was talking about those extensions. And what I did is I unbolted the throttle pedal, and there's just 2 bolts on there, and here's where I added those extensions on there. That's just that thread coupler, and you just simply screw those into the existing bolts that are on the bulkhead there, and take this and set it on there, and it's that simple. Now we took and adjusted our throttle pedal out, so these 2 pedals are approximately level on here, and it's just going to make driving a little more comfortable. You always had to get your foot stuck back in there, just because the way they had this positioned on here. In a perfect world, I would have shifted the 2 pedals all the way over towards the middle a little bit more, but this steering column's in the way. So this is going to be a real simple, easy fix to make it a whole lot more comfortable driving on here. So on to the next project. Well, just show you a few more little upgrades that I've done on the motorhome here. If you look down here, I put on a air fitting onto the front here. If you've ever got to have these units towed, or you've got to get air into there, you should probably know ahead of time how to air your system up if it's not running. So I've got a coupler, and I've got the plug that I made for the end of it, and that way if the tow truck driver or whoever's trying to put air into here, they've already got the correct end on here. They just have to remove this, and you can get air into your unit here. So know how to air up your coach if you got air system on there. So this is for the air bags and the air and the emergency brake on here. That's the air system. One other thing I did in here is the heater and air conditioner system is all run by vacuum, and that's this vacuum pump here. I just got a fairly inexpensive vacuum gauge off of Amazon. I mounted that on here. This is for the dash heater and the AC vents. If you've ever got problems with your AC not working, or your heater not working, all you do is you simply open this up, and you make sure that for one, you've got vacuum in your system that's closing it. It's going to save you a big repair bill as compared to taking this into a shop somewhere and them having to tell you that you don't have vacuum. So it's going to pay for itself. So right now it's down to about 5. This thing has been sitting for a week where I haven't started it. So we know that the system is not leaking because it's holding. And it runs at about 15 when it's normally running. So if you shut your coach off and immediately this gauge drops down, you know you need to find an air leak in your vent system. Just a quick little tip, something quick, easy that you can do yourself, and you can save yourself a lot of money down the road if you can just simply put a line back on compared to taking it into the dealership. Well, I've got a little tip for you on backing up a motorhome, backing up a trailer. We're backing into the garage there, and it's dark in there and you can't see where you're going. And this even works if you're getting into a campsite area or any other place. I use this all the time. It's just cheap insurance to get yourself backed in. I've got a Milwaukee M18 light, and I just hit the button, and I place this light where the back tire is going to end up, or a target spot. Otherwise, you really don't have any idea where you're at. So I know that I'm going to back up, and I know the wheel's going to end up here. So I just set the light right there. If I run over the light, that means I'm the wrong spot. So at least I've got a target to shoot for. So we will show you how that looks when we back up the motorhome there. Yeah, just done with our last trip. It's getting put away for probably about a month, and then we're going on another trip. Gonna go out to Montana, visit some friends, and my wife Jean wanted to go to Grand Canyon. Don't know quite where it's at, but I'm just gonna drive out west and ask for directions. Now, you can see in the mirror there, or maybe you can't, you can see just that little bit of that light there. That's our target for backing this up. So, because otherwise sometimes the swing on this motorhome, you can't tell where the back is. So as long as you keep that light in your mirror, you know you're headed the right direction. And occasionally take a peek out the other mirror to make sure nothing bad's happening. Even if you've got somebody that's spotting you behind you, it's still good to have that light on there, so you know as long as you can see that light, you're safe and your back end is going where it's supposed to go. So you can still just see that just a little bit of light in there, and we bring it around, keep checking the other mirror, and you can see up in the far mirror, right there, you can still see that light. So just keep that light lined up either in the top mirror or the bottom mirror. And I can still see the light in the bottom mirror. And so I know, even though I can't see the back of the motorhome or the building, all I'm doing is I'm looking at the light. And as long as I can see that light in the back there, you can just still see the light a little bit. You can really see it up on the top there. You know you're not going to be in any trouble. So that's just a little tip on backing it up when you're going into a dark area, or just even backing up in general onto into a campsite or any other place you got to go. Just grab that light, pull it out, and set it up. Hopefully that helps somebody. It sure does help me. Talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching Alan's Day. Life is about making choices. Some things are already perfect. Some things you may choose to upgrade. This channel will show you both. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thanks again.